This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, I want to conclude our journey to Malta with the account of also an exceptional Rav who was captured by the pirates of Malta. His name was Rabbi Yehuda Saraf. Again, when we were in Livorno this winter, on that iconic line where the Chida was, and other Gedolim, the Sharamelch, the Amalachi, the Reb Chaim HaKohen was Rabbi Yehuda Saraf. Rabbi Yehuda Saraf enjoys the following title from the Chida. Very few are given this title. Marenu Rabbi Yehuda Saraf, Rav Gadol, a big Rav. What does that mean? Because everyone's a Rav, right? But he's a Rav Gadol. Very few people got that title. He is none other than the Rebbe of the Pre-Chadash. The Pre-Chadash, Rebbe Chizkiyahu D. Silva, who's buried at the foot of Har HaZeisim. By the way, the Pre-Chadash was offered the Rabbanus in Amsterdam, which was the most prestigious Rabbanus of the time, and he rejected it because basically they wanted a figurehead, a puppet, and they didn't want the Rav to tell them what to do. So the Pre-Chadash rejected it, and Chida famously writes, Ashrei Chelkoi Bezeh Uvaba. Fortunate the Pre-Chadash, he didn't take such a job. Anyway, the question is, what was Rabbi Yehuda Saraf doing on the coast of Malta? We know other Gedolim, they were collectors. They were collecting funds for the yeshivas in Yerushalayim. Rabbi Yehuda Saraf, we don't have any information that he was a collector. So what was he doing? We were in Amsterdam, and when we were in Amsterdam, we went to the kever of Rabbi Yaakov Sasportas, who was the only Rav in the times of Shabtai Tzvi who realized what he was up to. Could we get the lights on? And
lights, please.
And he was outspoken against Shabtai Tzvi. He wrote a sefer Tzitzas Noivel Tzvi, where he basically uncovers all the dirt and everything, and he's the first one and the most outspoken and the most courageous. So he says there's a letter that when Shabtai Tzvi went to Yerushalayim, the rabbis in Yerushalayim, they didn't accept him, they didn't go for him, they didn't treat him with respect. But afterwards, when they heard about his miraculous feats, they had such chalishas hadas. We have a letter, says Rabbi Yaakov Sasportas, that 3 great rabbanim left Yerushalayim, and they went perhaps to Turkey to go to Shabtai Tzvi and to ask him for mechila. Rabbi Yaakov Sasportas does not reveal the identity of who these rabbanim were. There's a sefer called Dar Echad Ba'aretz. Dar Echad Ba'aretz is a work written by Meir Benayahu. Meir Benayahu is an eminent historian, and I actually wanted to get a hold of this book because in it is a chapter about the Gedolim that were held hostage in Malta, and it's published by the World Sephardic Library in Yerushalayim. That's the only place that you could get a hold of the sefer. Otherwise, it's out of print.
Please, the lights.
It's out of print. So I made an order, and I got it very shortly before the trip. And Meir Benayahu brings many proofs that one of these 3 rabbanim that left Yerushalayim to ask mechila from the Shabtai Tzvi was none other than Yehuda Saraf, because at the time he duped many, many great rabbanim. Ultimately, Rabbi Yehuda Saraf comes to Livorno, and for some reason, when he gets to Livorno, he's the Rav of the Pre-Chadash. He will not teach any Kabbalah. He no longer taught the Kabbalah of the Arizal, and he would not say a word about the Shabtai Tzvi. So Meir Benayahu suggests, after he went to Shabtai Tzvi, he was on the coast, and that's why he was taken captive. As we mentioned, he was freed through the efforts of who? Reb Shmuel Abuhav, who was the chief rabbi of Venice. And this is also an amazing account of one of the greatest Gedolei Yisrael, and it gives you a picture of the context of what was taking place in the time. This was in the heat of the Sabbatian movement. You had Gedolim who were going collecting in Europe, you had Gedolim who were going for other purposes, and someone who the Chida calls Rav Gadol, that is one of the likely reasons why he traveled out along these coasts. So, Be'ezus Hashem, all of these great Chachamim, we should continue to learn from them and all their special works.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.